Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Baltimore Ravens and the Dallas Cowboys. The final playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Wait! Kill, kill, kill. Turn it up. Kill, kill, kill. 11, 11, 11, 11. 11, 11.
On first down, Garoppolo. An incomplete, crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. Nice pickup for a first down.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
58, boys, 58, 58, come on.
Back to the air on second. It's Garoppolo. Right back for Allen. This time he finds him complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 36.
Here we go, here we go.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 36. On the toss, Mixon. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 and the 34.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it. So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Garoppolo. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Cooper Kupp, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Bryant's extra point up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Yellow.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
You must be getting tired of seeing me. Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky. Yellow, 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 yellow.
Now Mahomes. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Line, 54. Here we go, here we go.
Now a carry, it's C.J. Anderson. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. Flushed out right. Complete. Smith has it. 4 yards on the pickup, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position. To actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back.
Right there, 54, right there.
Yellow. You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today.
Mike's 5'4", Mike's 5'4", Mike's 5'4". Quit talking about it and bring it.
Hey, 15.
Snap coming at 1, and it's Mahomes. And that will be incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So now Thomas Morstead, who did his collegiate punting just east of here at SMU, he's on to kick it away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. And look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Heck of a start, a 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. Making the stop there, Daniil Hunter.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun, and they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Number 42. A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. There's Garoppolo to throw. And that is incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. Got a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, it's time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth. Back to the air on second down. It's Mahomes. That's caught by the big tight end. Dallas got it. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Yellow, yellow. First and 10 at the 46-yard line. Get ready. Yellow. Get ready. 56 to Mike.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. He let one slip away last week as well, so now 2 fumbles lost in as many weeks.
Well, we were out at practice, and we watched him work. And what did his quarterback coach talk about all week?
Being a two-hand monster.
And we looked at each other. Two-hand, I get it. Two-hand monster. Both hands on the football. Taking care of it, putting it away so the ball doesn't get dropped.
An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll give it to Mixon. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough. The first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's second and goal. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. This is third and goal now. 80,000 on their feet here in Arlington.
13.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Intended for Cooper Kupp. Incomplete. It's now fourth and goal.
Now Matt Bryant on for the field goal.
Bryant down for the field goal.
And Bryant's kick is good. And that will make it 10-0 here in the first. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
At their own 29-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now, and I'm going to take it to the
Mahomes hit. He lost the football. But I believe a Cowboy was there to get it. He was, and Dallas will maintain possession. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13.
Check. Hey, 57.
Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. Here's a throw out wide to Anderson. It'll be a gain of 8 yards. And just like that, it's third down.
It's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 5.
Yellow.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning.
From the gun on third down, Mahomes. It's complete to Lockett. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And they convert on third with a gain of 22.
56. Let's go, D.
The give to Anderson here out of the gun. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Patrick Onwuasor up to make the tackle.
Silver. He's crazy. He's checking crazy. 43.
Throwing on second down. Mahomes. Forced out to his left. He'll try and run it. And it's a fumble. And it's picked up by the Ravens. Leaping over him. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. And how about the big boys showing off the wheels?
Let's face it, anybody who watches a game, even if it goes against your team, when there's a big man with the football, everyone locks in. Everyone locks in, and the rumbling, you can feel it all the way to the upper reaches of the stands.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Garoppolo. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Jimmy Garoppolo with his 2nd touchdown pass of this first half as the Ravens push further out in front. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Bryant tacks on the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down. I know, but let me finish.
Okay.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
11 yards and a Cowboy first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 38.
Mahomes going to throw. It's caught. Block it. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The end result, 21 yards.
Yellow.
Now Anderson running right. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too. Very difficult task right now.
Buying time to his left. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll try and punch it in with Crowell. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Isaiah Crowell, his first touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This will be fielded at the 6. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got to the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A big play that time for the Ravens. 44 yards on the ground.
Here we go.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Now Garoppolo. Caught by Allen. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now Joe Mixon. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Man up, D.
Garoppolo on 1st down. This is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo as the Ravens push further out in front. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point, because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone.
Let's go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. We'll have stats and score. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. We'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Now here's Mahomes. And that will be incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game, because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
At their own 39-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this first half. They're just looking to add to that total right now.
And this has to serve as a reminder to myself, because so many times I get wrapped up in the play calling, how they've sequenced things, how it's run. But you know, at the end of the day, it's still execution. Those guys out on the field, and right now they are locked in and really looking good.
They'll try to continue to be locked in here as we get ready to approach halftime. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Let's go, baby. They turn over. Get that ball. 11. 58 for Mike.
Garoppolo looks to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
The Cowboys take over first and 10
Let's go!
at their own 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
Yellow, yellow. What we got? Yellow, yellow. Come on, baby. We're good.
Mahomes now on first down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. C.J. Anderson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cowboys cut into that lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This is taken at the 3. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Mahomes will try again on second down. Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10. And I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
56, right there, 56.
They run again on first down. Anderson. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
On second down, here's Crowell. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. 34 yards there and a first down. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung here.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage, anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys good, backside guys,
man,
that's what you're supposed to do.
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
You know they wanted, you know they expected. They needed him to be sharp coming out after the half. Unfortunately, he's missed his first 3 throws. I wonder if he got out late and missed his warm-up time.
The whole team did come out a little bit later than usual. I don't know, maybe there's something to that.
Must have been a heck of a halftime speech.
Yeah, maybe just trying to rally the troops back from this deficit. And they'll get this down to the 10. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on second and goal. Toward the pylon, caught. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. That catch good for 8, but still, it's third and goal now. They've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal?
66. Bullet high. You gotta go, baby.
Here's Crowell. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Isaiah Crowell with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up. And nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carl Lawson able to record his 5th sack of the season. They're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Exit.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Looking deep for Hilton. And got his man complete. 27 yards there, a first down. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gaudens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like. Like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
That throw into the arms of Allen. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Mixon. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
On first down, Garoppolo. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Mixon will try the right side. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Garoppolo. He'll get this one to Cup, complete. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Garoppolo. Man open, it's Cup. He's got it. Now, I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
Here's a run with Mixon, and he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Joe Mixon with touchdown number 7 on the year as the Ravens push further out in front. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
This one fielded at the 5. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left, roll him out, bootleg him. Do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
Yeah, current formula is not working right now. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59. Hey, yo, go. Let's go, D. Let's go. Hey, let's get there. High 7. Let's go. 59.
Mahomes now to throw.
Let's go.
Dancing to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker at its 4th.
Well, it's not going to be a first down, but that's a nice job of picking up yardage on 3rd and long. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you, and in this case, it wasn't enough to pick up the first down.
Around the NFL, they've gone to the 3rd in Cleveland, and the Browns have moved out in front there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. 62 yards on the punt that time. Wow. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. A pretty good-looking run there on first down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain. 9 yards on the carry there, and that will be the final play of quarter number 3. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
Here we go. Like 20!
Tackles.
12. 21. Here we go.
To throw is Garoppolo. And he's got his man Hilton. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
Here we go, here we go,
So
here we go.
from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 right at the 40.
Recon, 132 fighter.
They'll run with Mixon. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to.
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Brianne Body Calhoun, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Being chased out left. He'll run it. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, Anderson looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Again, Anderson. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the 1st down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Bang, 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 bang. Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Slam, slam, slam.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a 1st. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
What you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Here we go, here we go. Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog. He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash, crash.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
On 2nd down now, it's Anderson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to line up now. 2 yards on the carry there, it'll be 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd and 8, Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one, hence the decline.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 8. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Well, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up fourth. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
We got this.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches.
Let's make these big.
Hey, gun.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 40. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Garoppolo now. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's Garoppolo to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Michael Kendricks. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's what it is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. To throw is Mahomes. His throw incomplete. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
Mahomes to throw. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down.
Every time it's a set. Come on, fellas.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now Mahomes. And he whips that one incomplete there. Cole Beasley, the intended target. And it's 2nd down. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really, start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here? Or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
They run. Anderson. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Another tote here for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Anderson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he's going to keep. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And they were hoping to get down there, get the score, and get this thing into overtime. How deflating.
Absolutely. I mean, let's face it, heartbreaking. They had an opportunity, had a chance, and probably were feeling pretty good about what was going on, and that was taken away from them by their own mistake.
Yeah, the opportunity squashed.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game and assessed, you know, the strengths, the weaknesses, the whole deal? Even in games when one coach was a decided favorite, what do they always say to us? But you do know this is really a 7-point league. 7 points either way usually decides a ball game. We had exactly that in this one.
And not only that, but this is a gutsy road victory, one they can hang their hat on. So for the Ravens, the win is a good one for morale, but little else as they move to 3-8. And they'll have another road date next week with the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, their woes continue as the record falls now to 1-10. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.